Black Olive Oil Body Oil.
Have opposition parties surrendered in Sikkim? Uncontested win for ruling SKM in both seats up for bypolls after SDF with candidates withdraw from the race. Online trading scam accused Dipankar Bormon to be brought to Guwahati late tonight. Bormon to be produced in court on Thursday. Centre considering to hold another meet of Manipur MLA soon, say sources. BJP MP Sambit Patra visits Imphal, meets Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, attends party event. Will village council polls shape the future of tribal politics in Tripura? All eyes on Tipra Motha and IPFT. And big success for cyber cell of Dibrugarh police. CID sleuths recover whopping rupees 70 lakh from fraudsters who duped city resident by posing as FedEx employee.
Evening Prime is brought to you by
Yamaha, Call of the Blue, Indian Super League, Let's Football,
and
Patanjali Dant Kanti, Full Fresh.
We start with the big story from Sikkim. Have the opposition parties in Sikkim surrendered to the ruling SKM? Is the state becoming opposition mukt? Well, within hours of SDF candidate from Soreng Chakung, Prem Bahadur Bhandari, withdrawing his candidature, SDF candidate for the Namchi Singitang seat, Daniel Rai, too withdrew his nomination. With this, the SKM has won both seats in the Sikkim bypolls uncontested. And this means that SKM's Aditya Gole, son of Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang, has won the Soreng Chakung seat unopposed, while Satish Chandra Rai in the Namchi Singitang seat. Well, the fight in the bypolls was supposed to be a direct contest between the SDF and the SKM after the Citizen Action Party nominations for both the seats were disqualified by the Election Commission earlier yesterday after the signatures of proposers were found to be not matching with the original ones. Viewers, Northeast Live was the first to break the story that SDF candidates would pull out of the bypoll race. We have reactions from Aditya Gole on the developments. Let's listen in.
First of all, I'd like to thank my party president for nominating me as a candidate from Soreng Chakung constituency. I'd like to thank the party supporters of Soreng Chakung who raised the opinion and who raised the demand for me being the candidate. And secondly, soon after I heard the news that Mr. Prem Bhandari withdrew his candidature, I came straight away from my social visits. So I like to say that that is his individual opinion, because he is also from the same society, he is also from the same village, same constituency. So I think he wants to work with us, he wants to come and join our programs and policies for the development of Soreng Chakung in the near future. No, they were obviously, my party karyakartas, they were quite confident that they might have to not face elections, but I was more on the side of contesting an election, because already in the general elections we had secured 10,480 votes for Mr. P.S. Gole sir, our party president, and we were quite confident that we would break that record. So it is very unfortunate that we are not able to break that record, but in the near future I am sure that our party supporters, along with me also, whoever may be the candidate of that time, we will definitely break that record again. I have no reaction as such, because they are expelled and dismissed on technicality grounds. That you can go to the RO's office, you can get all the details which the RO will produce you. I think the RO will send the report to the press and media fraternity also. So I have no such comment to make on that issue. The grounds, I don't know why they are alleging us so much, and I don't know why they are alleging the RO, the DC so much, because all the dismissals, all the cancellations are made on facts. The Election Commission, they are a very independent body, and all the things that had transpired till now has been made on factual grounds. And if they want to go to the court in the near future, they are very welcome to. That's why I don't see anything. They are a political party, they are in the opposition, they can say whatever they want, but we'll have to rely on the facts and figures.
And let's also listen into what SDF candidate from the Namchi Singitang seat, Daniel Rai, had to say on his withdrawal.
म आज सारा सिक्किमेलाई यानि मेरो नाम्ची सिङ्गथाङका समस्त मेरा क्षेत्रवासीलाई के भन्न चाहन्छु भनेदेखिलाई मैले आफ्नो उम्मेदवारिताबाट क्यान्डिडेटबाट मेरो नाम खारिज गर्न म सिधै आएको।
सर यसको रिजन अलिकति के बताउनु?
रिजन के छ भनेदेखिलाई तपाईँलाई मैले भन्नुपर्दाखेरि धेरै वर्ष लामो सरकारमा रहेको सिक्किम डेमोक्रेटिक फ्रन्ट पार्टीको म एउटा उम्मेदवारिताको रूपमा आएको थिएँ चुनावमा। तर मलाई के लाग्यो भनेदेखिलाई हाम्रो आदरणीय यानि माननीय अध्यक्ष श्रीमान पवन चामलिङ साहब पनि छिमेकी देश नेपालको भ्रमणमा।
All right, my colleague Prakash Adhikari joins us live from Gangtok at this point in time. Prakash, very fast-paced developments हो रहे हैं सिक्किम में in the run-up to the by-elections. अभी देखा ऐसे जा रहा है कि SKM is all poised to win both seats uncontested. फिलहाल क्या लेटेस्ट जानकारी आप दे सकते हैं इस वक्त, प्रकाश?
जी रौनक, जो सिक्किम में जो 13 नवंबर को बाई इलेक्शन होना था, इसको लेकर बहुत सारे 2 दिन में बहुत सारे यहाँ पर पॉलिटिकल घटनाएं हुई। जो 3 पॉलिटिकल पार्टियां एसकेएम, एसडीएफ और सीएपी ने कैंडिडेट दिया था। कल स्क्रूटिनी था, स्क्रूटिनी में सीएपी का कैंडिडेट का नॉमिनेशन कैंसिल होना। उसके बाद जो मिनिस्टर एनबी दाहाल ने जो नॉर्थ ईस्ट लाइव के साथ जो क्लेम किया कि आज एसडीएफ के कैंडिडेट विड्रॉ करेंगे और एसकेएम के दोनों ही कैंडिडेट जो अनअपोज उन लोगों का जीत होगा बोल के जो क्लेम किया था, वो क्लेम 100% ट्रूथ साबित हुआ। और आज दोनों ही कैंडिडेट जो प्रेम बहादुर भंडारी सोरेंग चाहुंग से और नामची सिंगथांग से डैनियल राय ने कैंडिडेट अपना विड्रॉ किया। उसके बाद सोरेंग चाहुंग से आदित्य गोले का अनअपोज विजयी होना और इसी तरह सतीश चंद्र राय का नामची सिंगथांग से अनअपोज उनका जो विक्ट्री हुआ। इससे साफ इस बार ये हुआ है कि सिक्किम में अभी एसकेएम पार्टी एक पावरफुल पार्टी के रूप में उभर कर आया है और सिक्किम के जो मेन अपोजिशन पार्टी है एसडीएफ पार्टी पूरी तरह से ध्वस्त हो चुकी है। एसडीएफ पार्टी का भी कोई जनाधार सिक्किम में नहीं रहा। इसी तरह एक उभरती हुई शक्ति के रूप में जो सिक्किम में दिख रहा था सीएपी, सिटीजन एक्शन पार्टी, सिटीजन एक्शन पार्टी का भी स्ट्रेंथ इस बाई इलेक्शन में नहीं दिखा, क्योंकि उन लोगों का 10 प्रपोजर जो 10 प्रपोजर चाहिए एक कैंडिडेट के लिए, वो प्रपोजर भी उन लोगों ने ठीक से रख नहीं पाया। जो प्रपोजर का नाम उन लोगों ने दिया था वो प्रपोजर फर्जी निकले। उन लोगों का जो बहुत सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स में उन लोगों का फेल हुआ, इसकी वजह से उन लोगों का कैंडिडेट कैंसिल हुआ। तो कहीं ना कहीं सीएपी का भी जो अनुमान लगाया जा रहा था कि उन लोगों का ग्राउंड में अभी उन लोग थोड़ा सख्ती होकर उभर के आ रहे हैं, मगर वैसा इस बाई इलेक्शन में देखने को नहीं मिला। एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में 10 प्रपोजर भी ठीक से नहीं होना सीएपी के लिए भी एक बहुत बड़ी एक बैड न्यूज है। तो इससे पता चलता है कि सिक्किम में आज के दिन में सिक्किम क्रांतिकारी मोर्चा सबसे एक शक्तिशाली पार्टी के रूप में उभर के आया है और दोनों पॉलिटिकल पार्टियां जो अपोजिशन में एसडीएफ और सीएपी पूरी तरह से ध्वस्त हो चुकी है। रौनक
जी जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। तो प्रकाश, क्या इन सारे डेवलपमेंट्स को मद्देनजर रखते हुए ऐसा कहना सही रहेगा कि सिक्किम इज नाउ वेल ऑन इट्स वे टू बिकमिंग ऑपोजिशन मुक्त?
जी हाँ, जनरल इलेक्शन में जो एसकेएम पार्टी का जो परफॉर्मेंस था और एसडीएफ पार्टी का जो परफॉर्मेंस था, एसडीएफ पार्टी को 35% वोट तो मिला था, मगर इस अभी आके 4-5 महीने के बाद बाई इलेक्शन हो रहे हैं। 4-5 महीने में ही एसडीएफ पार्टी का बाई इलेक्शन में, और हम बात करें तो नामची सिंगथांग एक समय पवन चामलिंग का गढ़ माना जाता था। 40 इयर्स तो पवन चामलिंग एसडीएफ का सुप्रीमो पवन चामलिंग वहां से एमएलए थे, पहले मंत्री रहा, 25 इयर्स चीफ मिनिस्टर रहा, बाद में अपोजिशन के लीडर के रूप में रहा। पवन चामलिंग के एरिया में ही बाई इलेक्शन में एक एसडीएफ का कैंडिडेट नहीं मिल पाना, जो कैंडिडेट मिला था वो उनका भी नॉमिनेशन विड्रॉ होना एसडीएफ पार्टी के लिए एक बहुत बड़ी बैड न्यूज है। और ये जो नामची सिंगथांग एक समय जो पवन चामलिंग का गढ़ माना जाता था, वो अभी एसकेएम पार्टी के गढ़ के रूप में परिणत हो चुका है। रौनक
जी बिल्कुल। प्रकाश अधिकारी, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर ऑल दोज डिटेल्स एंड टू कीप अस अपडेटेड ऑन एनी फर्दर डेवलपमेंट। And on to the big story on the Manipur crisis now. The centre is considering holding another round of meeting with MLAs from Manipur representing different communities. Sources said that the meeting could even be held in Guwahati, but a date has not been finalized yet. The first such meeting with MLAs representing the Meitei, Kuki-Zo and Naga communities was held in New Delhi on the 15th of October. During the last Delhi meeting, the Kuki-Zo MLAs first met officials of the Union Home Ministry separately before joining the rest. Now, the MHA on that occasion released a statement saying that the meeting with the MLAs appealed to all communities and groups in Manipur to abjure violence. The decision to bank on the MLAs appears to have been taken because of the perception that the civil society organizations in Manipur are divided on ethnic lines and even differ in approach within themselves. The temporary lull in Manipur has been shattered with the firing incidents in Kotruk in the past 72 hours and the discovery of a bomb outside a women's college in Imphal. In view of this, a serious effort at trying to bring peace through dialogue has become very important. And meanwhile, BJP's Northeast Coordinator and in charge for Manipur, Sambit Patra, called on Chief Minister N. Biren Singh at his residence in Imphal this morning for a closed-door meeting. After meeting Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, Patra also held meetings with the BJP MLAs in Imphal and attended the Sangathan Parv Active Membership Workshop at the party office in Imphal. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh was also present on the occasion. Well, Patra's visit to Manipur assumes significance as it comes less than 15 days after the meeting of Manipur MLAs conducted by the MHA in New Delhi. Sambit Patra had also attended the key meeting. And talking exclusively to Northeast Live, Patra said that his visit was related to organizational work.
ना हम इतना अभी हम संगठन के काम से आए छोड़ दो संगठन को लेके संगठन नहीं उस पे कोई बाइट नहीं देना है संगठन के हमारा इंटरनल प्रोसेस है ना हम इतना अभी हम संगठन के काम से आए छोड़ दो संगठन को लेके संगठन नहीं उस पे कोई बाइट नहीं देना है संगठन के हमारा इंटरनल प्रोसेस है.
And meanwhile, observers feel that there could be more to Patra's visit. So, is it about preparing the ground for holding another round of talks of the MLAs, this time in Manipur? Well, the Meitei, Kuki and Naga MLAs had, in the last meeting in Delhi, pledged to work for peace in the trouble-torn state. Patra, who reached Imphal this morning, was received at the airport by Manipur ministers T.H. Basantakumar Singh, L. Susindra Meitei, Manipur BJP General Secretaries K. Sharat Kumar and L. Deben. Patra had last visited Manipur on the 4th of September.
Nilachal College of Allied Health Sciences আগবঢ়াইছে তিনিটাকৈ হুকিয়া পাঠ্যক্ৰম Bachelor in Medical Laboratory Technology, Bachelor of Physiotherapy আৰু Diploma in Medical Laboratory Technology. অত্যাধুনিক লেবৰেটৰীৰ সুবিধা আৰু অভিজ্ঞ ফেকাল্টিৰে শিক্ষাদান কৰা নীলাচল এডুকেশ্যন ফাউণ্ডেশ্যন ট্ৰাষ্টৰ অধীনত নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছ পাঠ্যক্ৰমসমূহৰ নামভৰ্তি চলি আছে। যোগাযোগৰ ঠিকনা নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছ, গোটানগৰ, জালুকবাৰী, অপজিট ইণ্ডিয়ান অইল পেট্ৰল পাম্প, নেশ্যনেল হাইৱে 37, গুৱাহাটী।
পতঞ্জলি কচ্চি ঘানি বিশুদ্ধ সৰিয়হৰ তেলত বিশুদ্ধতাৰ তীব্ৰতা এনেকুৱা যি লৈ আহে চকুলৈ পানী আৰু যেতিয়া পৰিবেশন কৰা হয় তেতিয়া সকলোৰে মুখলৈ আহে পানী। সোৱাদ আৰু বিশুদ্ধতাৰ সংযোগ পতঞ্জলি কচ্চি ঘানি সৰিয়হৰ তেল।
সম্বন্ধৰ নাই কোনো ৰাইট আৰু নাই কোনো ৰং, যিয়ে ফ্লেক্সিবল হয় সেয়ে ষ্ট্ৰং।
ৰিলেশ্যনশ্বিপে হওক বা ঘৰ, সদায় ষ্ট্ৰং তেতিয়া হৈ ৰয় যেতিয়া তাত থাকে ফ্লেক্সিবিলিটি।
শ্যাম ষ্টীল ফ্লেক্সি ষ্ট্ৰং TMT বাৰ।
TMT ফ্লেক্সি ষ্ট্ৰং।
তেতিয়া ঘৰ হ'ব চিৰদিনৰ বাবে ষ্ট্ৰং।
And now on to the big update related to the stockbroking scam in Assam. Owner of the DB Stocks and Consultancy, who has been accused of duping people of thousands of crores in the online trading scam that rocked Assam recently, will be brought to Guwahati late tonight. The 4-member Guwahati police team, which arrested fraudster Dipankar Bormon from Goa on Sunday evening, had secured a 3-day transit remand from a Goa court yesterday. As per sources, Bormon will face an intense grilling tomorrow before he is produced in a Guwahati court on October 31st. Dipankar Bormon, who was on the run for 68 days, was arrested from a place around 70 to 80 kilometers from Goa on Sunday evening following a trip laid by the Guwahati police team. Sources said that the police are probing Bormon as well as the assets of Burmans as well as assets of Bishal Phukon and Sumi Bora to ascertain if they were acquired from the proceeds of crime by duping hundreds of gullible victims who had given money to the scamster in hopes of getting high returns. The decision to liquidate such assets and distribute it among the victims will lie with the court, sources said. Earlier in the day, Assam DGP GP Singh drew focus to the Banning of Unregulated Deposit Schemes Act or BUDS Act in this regard. Let's listen in.
UDS Act দুটা কথা আছে কাৰণ ৰাইজে এই কথাটো খুদি থাকে আৰু কৈ থাকে UDS Act লিখা আছে যে আলটিমেটলি তেওঁলোকৰ যিখিনি এসেটস তেওঁলোকে য'ত যেটো পইচা ডিপোজিট কৰিছে এইটো এটা কমিটি বনায় ফাইনালি লিকুইডেট কৰি মানুহৰ মাজত ভগাই দিয়া হ'ব এইটো কিন্তু ইনভেষ্টিগেশন শেষ হোৱা পিছৰ প্ৰসিজাৰ সো আমি ইন দ্য মিন টাইম আমাৰ হাতত যেতিয়া ইনভেষ্টিগেশন আছিল তেতিয়াও যথেষ্টখিনি সিজাৰ কৰিছিল এতিয়াও সেই সিজাৰটো চলি আছে সিবিআই বিষয়াসকলে কৰি আছে মই ভাবো যে কিছু মাহৰ পিছত এই পৰ্যায়টো আমাৰ ইনভেষ্টিগেশনটো আহি পাব যেটো পৰ্যায়ত আহি আমি ইনভেষ্টৰ সকলক যিখিনি তেওঁলোকে ইনভেষ্টমেন্ট কৰিছে সেই টকাটো কিছু পৰিমাণত হলেও ঘূৰাই দিবলৈ সক্ষম হ'ব
It may be mentioned that the BUDS Act is a law that aims to protect investors and prevent illegal financial deposits. And at a time when thousands are spending sleepless nights and a few have even died of shock after losing crores of rupees to cyber fraud, an Assam man turned out to be very lucky. Well, this Dhanteras and Diwali turned out to be a really happy one for Pankaj Jain of Dibrugarh. Jain had fallen prey to cyber fraud in July this year and lost rupees 70 lakh. But Jain got lucky as within just 3 months of getting duped, Dibrugarh police cracked the case, recovered the entire amount and credited the money to his bank account on the day when Hindus are celebrating Dhanteras, meant to be an auspicious day just ahead of Diwali, the festival of lights. Here is how Pankaj Jain got duped. So, on the 22nd of July, Jain received a call from an individual claiming to be a FedEx employee. The caller informed Jain that a consignment allegedly sent by him to Taiwan had been seized by Mumbai Cybercrime Office. The consignment had the illicit drug MDMA. After this call, Jain started to get threat calls talking about severe consequences. He got video and audio calls threatening him of dire consequences, and the caller claimed to be calling from the Cybercrime Office in Mumbai. Jain went through extreme mental stress. Finally, he was manipulated into transferring rupees 70 lakh to the fraudsters. Good sense, however, prevailed, and Jain later reported the incident through the National Cybercrime Helpline number 1930. It was some persistent and dedicated efforts of the Cyber Police Station CID that led to the recovery of the entire defrauded amount. An immensely grateful and relieved Jain thanked the police profusely for their efforts and said he was happy that the entire amount was credited to his account on the auspicious occasion of Dhanteras. Jain extended a special thanks to the Dibrugarh Police Superintendent of Police, VVR Reddy, the Cyber Police Station team, and Inspector Rajeshri Borgohai for their relentless work in bringing justice and relief to him on this festive day. This might come as a ray of hope for those who have been cheated by fraudsters like Dipankar Bormon in the DB stock scam and by Bishal Phukon and others in online trading frauds, cases which are now being investigated by the CBI. On to another big story now. Will the village council polls shape the future of tribal politics in Tripura? Well, will two regional parties, the Tipra Motha and the IPFT, both of whom are allies of the BJP, join hands for the village council polls? If yes, will this tie-up eventually result in a merger of the parties, which came close to a very similar situation in the run-up to the 2023 assembly polls? Well, only last week, Tipra Motha founder Pradyut Debbarma said that both Motha and the IPFT should always stay united and even contest polls jointly. Following this, IPFT General Secretary Swapan Debbarma today said that a decision on forging an alliance with the Tipra Motha for the village council polls will be taken once the election dates are announced.
আমাদের আইপিএফটি পার্টির সেন্ট্রাল এক্সিকিউটিভ কমিটি কেন্দ্রীয় কার্যকরী কমিটির একটা গুরুত্বপূর্ণ বৈঠক হয়েছে।
ভিলেজ কমিটি ইলেকশনে কি আপনারা আপনাদের শরিক দলের ওনাদের সঙ্গে কম্বাইন করে
এই নিয়ে ভিলেজ কমিটির যে ইলেকশনের ব্যাপারে কোন দলের সঙ্গে কি হবে যুদ্ধ হবে কিনা এটার ব্যাপারেও আমাদের একটা সিদ্ধান্ত আছে। যতক্ষণ না পর্যন্ত ভিলেজ কমিটি ইলেকশন ঘোষণা না হয় ততক্ষণ অবধি আমরা এর কি সিদ্ধান্ত হবে আমরা জানাবো না। ইলেকশন ঘোষণা হলে আমরা পরবর্তী সময়ে আমাদের যে অবস্থান অন্য দলের সঙ্গে আমাদের জোটের কি অবস্থান থাকবে, বিজেপি যদিও বিজেপি আইপিএফটি ত্রিপুরা মথা একসাথে এখন সরকারে আছে, আমরা একসাথে লড়বো কিনা না আলাদাভাবে লড়বো কিনা ভিলেজ কমিটি ইলেকশন ঘোষণার পরে আমরা তা জানাবো আপনাদের। আমাদের ভালো যে দিকটা হলো যারা আইপিএফটি ছেড়ে গেছে তারা আবার ম্যাক্সিমাম আমাদের সঙ্গে আবার জয়েনিংয়ের জন্য যোগদানের জন্য আমাদের সঙ্গে ভিতরে বাইরে তারা যোগাযোগ করে চলেছে। দেখবেন ভিলেজ কমিটি ইলেকশনে আমাদের শক্তিটা কীরকম। হয়তো অনেক মিডিয়া আপনারা প্রচার করে থাকেন যে আমরা সাইনবোর্ড সর্বোচ্চ, এটা আগামীতে দেখবেন।
Meanwhile, Motha spokesperson Anthony Debbarma reiterated Pradyut Debbarma's call for unity known as Thansa among the tribal communities, adding that other regional parties including the IPFT should also realize the same.
Maharaj is open heart and he opens the door for everyone, and we always believe Thansa, and Thansa is a brand name of the Motha, as all you know, because Thansa is not simply merely a word. Thansa means a really bonding and togetherness, bringing the voice together into a platform to raise the issue of the indigenous people. So definitely the indigenous party, whoever it is, I think they should think and they should realize that there is a need to become a Thansa. So I think when IPFT or any other regional party, if at all is existing or they are trying to bring, then definitely they should come into one platform.
All right, my colleague Pinaki Das joins us live from Agartala for all the latest updates. Pinaki, these speculations regarding whether the IPFT and the Tipra Motha will join hands is only getting bigger because neither of the two parties have denied it. Both parties seem to be actually, looking at this in a positive way. However, they both said, let's wait for the results of the dates of the elections to be announced. And of course, Anthony Debbarma of the Tipra Motha has also reacted positively to questions in this regard. Pinaki.
See, Ronak, as of now, they have not made their stand clear. Though Tipra Motha Supremo Pradyut Kishore Debbarma had repeatedly appealed to all regional tribal parties in Tripura to come together, and even he played a vital role in this region. He had discussions with the regional tribal party about bringing them closer to put pressure on the central government for fulfilling their demands, particularly for the indigenous people's development in the region, which is far behind than other region. And this region, despite having all potential, is that indigenous people are still backward. And their existence at threat. So in this case also, he had again reiterated his words of bringing together, because similar initiative was taken earlier also, where we have seen NC Debarma, the founder member of IPFT, and Mewar Kumar Jamatia, then also a minister from the IPFT, had jointly during a press conference in the presence of the Royal Senator Pradyut Kishore Debarma of merger of both IPFT with Tripura Motha, but ultimately it did not materialize. They had again divided. There was a press conference in which this announcement was jointly made, but ultimately, so in this case also we have to wait and see, because if you see in November, the second talks on the tripartite agreement that Pradyut Kishore Debarma's party had signed at New Delhi with the Home Ministry and the state government, that second talk with the Home Ministry representatives are taking place, and that will be very crucial before the village council election taking place. So that is one point, and another is they are also waiting for that last date when the elections are declared, because in that by that time how the political scenario dynamics change. That is one factor which Tapan Debarma had clearly said he will wait for the date, because by that time some new developments might take place, so they are waiting for that. But Pradyut Kishore Debarma had always been in favor of bringing together all the tribal parties, but he also have expressed there are leaders within his party also, those who are not in favor of that.
Right. So, Pinaki, like you said, with the village council elections also due sometime in the near future, the decision on whether the two parties will actually join hands or not, how far do you think that is going to affect the poll prospects of both Tripura Motha as well as the IPFT?
See, it's very simple. When the vote gets divided, it's a loss for both the parties. Because they have, because their main demands are their vote banks are the indigenous section of people fulfilling their aspiration. If you see the example of IPFT, which was in 2018, which was the major force in the state, they had become they have come up with only one MLA in the last 2023 election, assembly election. Because they could not continue their pressure on the government once they became a parcel of this government, and their core demand was separate state or Tripura land. And once they moved away from this, Tripura Motha Supremo, who then was a Congress leader, resigned from there and formed his own party, initially an NGO. He had struggled with this demand and CIA and NRC demands. On those demands, he had formed his own vote bank, and he ultimately could get control of the TTADC, and within a year later he became the main opposition, and now being a part of the ruling BJP. Now, but Pradyut Kishore had, despite being in BJP's alliance, he had repeatedly raised this issue, and that is the results he is getting. That now central government has also come for discussion with him on the demands those are raising, but within the framework of the constitution. But BJP has critically been against the demand for a separate state. But in this stage, discussions are taking place. Pradyut Kishore are trying to get something from the center, and so this second phase talks will be very important before the village council election, and I believe on that a lot of Tripura's politics, particularly the tribal politics, will depend, and we have to wait for that. It is the second talk take place in November, and by December, as per the court order, High Court's order, the election for the village council has to be completed by the mid of December. So in very short time, we will see a lot of changes in Tripura, but we have to wait for that.
Absolutely. Lots of changes in the political equations are likely on the cards in the days to come. Pinaki Das, thank you very much for all those details.
ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্ট আৰু শ্ৰীমন্ত শংকৰদেৱা ইউনিভাৰ্চিটিৰ অন্তৰ্ভুক্ত নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছে আগবঢ়াইছে তিনিটাকৈ সুকীয়া পাঠ্যক্ৰম বেচেলৰ ইন মেডিকেল লেবৰেটৰী টেকনলজি, বেচেলৰ অফ ফিজিঅ'থেৰাপি আৰু ডিপ্ল'মা ইন মেডিকেল লেবৰেটৰী টেকনলজি। অত্যাধুনিক লেবৰেটৰীৰ সুবিধা আৰু অভিজ্ঞ ফেকাল্টিৰে শিক্ষাদান কৰা নীলাচল এডুকেশ্যন ফাউণ্ডেশ্যন ট্ৰাষ্টৰ অধীনত নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছ পাঠ্যক্ৰমসমূহৰ নামভৰ্তি চলি আছে। যোগাযোগৰ ঠিকনা নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছ, গোটানগৰ, জালুকবাৰী, অপজিট ইণ্ডিয়ান অইল পেট্ৰল পাম্প, নেশ্যনেল হাইৱে 37, গুৱাহাটী।
বিশ্বাস কৰাৰ আগতে পৰীক্ষাটো কৰি লওঁ মেডাম।
পতঞ্জলি হানিক পৰীক্ষা কৰা হৈছে বিশ্বৰ প্ৰসিদ্ধ লেবত আৰু পতঞ্জলি হানিয়ে পাছ কৰিছে বিশুদ্ধতাৰ 100ৰো অধিক ইণ্টাৰনেশ্যনেল পেৰামিটাৰ্ছ। সেইটো হৈছে মোৰ বিশুদ্ধতাৰ নায়ক
পতঞ্জলি হানি, 100ৰ ভিতৰত 100।
মোৰ ছাল যেন কবিতা, কাৰণ ইয়াৰ চিৰসংগী ইটালিয়ান অলিভ অইল আৰু ভেষজৰ গুণেৰে সমৃদ্ধ জেক অলিভ অইল বডি অইল।
কবিতাৰ দৰে চালে জগাই তোলে মনত নতুন সুৰ। শ্যাম ষ্টিল ফ্লেক্সি ষ্ট্ৰং TMT বাৰ।
কাৰণ TMTত কেৱল ষ্ট্ৰেংথে নহয়, ফ্লেক্সিবিলিটিও আছে।
TMT ফ্লেক্সি ষ্ট্ৰং, তেতিয়া ঘৰ হ'ব চিৰদিনৰ বাবে ষ্ট্ৰং।
Late Kailashnath Sharma Memorial Trust organizes Invitational Inter-School Children Chess Championship from November 8 to 10th, 2024 at Sneha Bandhan, Tripura Road, Jayanagar, Guwahati. For more details, contact
9862 On to another big story now. The battle for the Bongaigaon by-election is getting intense as both the AGP and the Congress are making all-out efforts to vote the voters. The battle is expected to be mainly between the AGP and the Congress. It is a battle of prestige for the AGP as present Lok Sabha MP Fani Bhushan Chaudhary had represented the seat consecutively for 8 times since 1983, and this time it is his wife Deepti Moy Chaudhary who is in the fray. However, many feel that it might not be a cakewalk for the AGP since it is facing challenges of internal conflict owing to ticket distribution. A section of leaders in the AGP in Bongaigaon district have already quit the party. One among them is Silent Sarkar, who had decided to contest the elections as an independent candidate after being denied a party ticket. At this juncture, the Congress will certainly be looking to take advantage of the situation. The Grand Old Party has fielded former IPS officer Brajanjit Sinha. In the last assembly election, Fani Bhushan Chaudhary had defeated his nearest rival Shankar Prasad Ray of the Congress by a margin of over 38,000 votes. Northeast Live Chief of Bureau Arindam Das is on ground zero in Bongaigaon to capture the mood of the politicians and the voters as well in the poll-bound constituency. Take a look.
We are right now at the Bongaigaon AGP office and we have with us the candidate from AGP from Bongaigaon constituency, Deepti Moy Chaudhary. Kenuka lagise bota kenuka boise?
Bota amar phale. Amar mitra dolar opokhe bota bolise.
Contest hobo ne?
Contest iman nohoy. Olop Congressor logotei hobo.
Congress kiman factor hobo pare?
কি কলে
কংগ্ৰেছ ফেক্টৰ হ'ব পাৰে
কংগ্ৰেছ বেছি এটা ফেক্টৰ নহয় আমি আগুৱাই আছো বহুত আমাৰ ৰাইজৰ যথেষ্ট সহাৰি আছে আমাৰ কৰ্মীখিনিৰ যথেষ্ট উৎসাহ আছে গতিকে আমাৰ সপক্ষে বটা বলিছে
ধৰক কিছুদিন আগতে এটা পাৰ্টিৰ মাজতে বিসম্বাদ এটা হৈছিল আপোনাক কেণ্ডিডেট দিয়া হয় হেতু এটা ফেক্টৰ হ'ব পাৰে নেকি 37 জন লোক মানে এজিবিৰ পৰা ওলাই গৈছিল
নাই ইমানজন নহয় যেটা মানে ওলাইছে নিউজত ইমানজন নহয় হেতলকে বহুতে উভতি আহিছে আমাৰ লগলৈ কিন্তু মানে হেতু এটা ফেক্টৰ নহয় মুঠতে
কিমান মাৰ্জিনত জিকিব বুলি হৈছে
আমি আগৰবাৰ কেইবাৰ বেছি মাৰ্জিনত জিকিম বুলি ভাবিছো
কেম্পেইনিং কেনেকৈ চলাই আছে
কেম্পিং খুবেই ভাল আমাৰ মহিলা যুৱ আৰু জ্যেষ্ঠখিনি আমাৰ লগত আছে আৰু আমি যেহেতু মিত্ৰ দল আমি তিনিটা দলে আছো অসম গণ পৰিষদ ভাৰতীয় জনতা পাৰ্টি আৰু UPPL তেওঁলোক আমি সকলোৰে সঁহাৰি আছে আৰু আমাৰ কৰ্মীখিনি খুব ভাল কৰি হেৰি প্ৰচাৰত নামি পৰিছে
বঙাইগাঁৱত ঘূৰি পেলাই আমি দেখিছোঁ যে তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ ৰেলী বা ফ্লেগ কাৰোৱে নাই কেনেকৈ কেম্পেইনিং কৰিছে
মানুহখিনি এনে স্বতঃস্ফূৰ্তভাৱে ওলাই আহিছে আৰু সকলোৱে নিজেই একমুখে স্বীকাৰ কৰিছে আমি মিত্ৰজোঁটৰ প্ৰাৰ্থীকেই ভোট দিম এনেকুৱা কৰি কৈছে তেওঁলোকে আৰু নিজে নিজে ওলাই আহিছে এনে শুভেচ্ছা দিব আহে সকলোৱে আপোনাৰ লগতে আছোঁ এনেধৰণৰ কথাৰ পৰা আমি প্ৰতীয়মান হৈছোঁ আমি আমাৰ ফালে জয় হ'ব
কণ্টেষ্ট কিমান হ'ব কংগ্ৰেছৰ লগত
এতিয়া ক'ব নোৱাৰিম আমিতো বহুত ভোটতে জিকিম ভাবিছোঁ আৰু ভবাৰ আমাৰ এটাই স্থল আছে আমি যিহেতু ৰাইজৰ যথেষ্ট সঁহাৰি আছে আমাৰ লগত
আপুনি কনফিডেণ্ট পুৰা
কনফিডেণ্ট
And Northeast Live also spoke to Congress candidate Brajanjit Sinha, who is confident of securing a win with a huge margin. Sinha stated that the AGP bastion has eroded in Bongaigaon.
We have with us the Congress candidate from Bongaigaon Assembly constituency, Mr. Brajanjit Sinha. Well, how do you see the mood on the ground? Just a few days left for the elections.
No, there is enthusiasm among the public for the Congress party and for the Congress candidate. The other day when we submitted the nomination papers, there was a long procession and the people came out spontaneously to take part in the procession. So it shows the enthusiasm among the public to accept the Congress party and the candidate that has been thrown out by the party.
But Bongaigaon constituency has remained a strong bastion of the Ahom Gana Parikhod, 4 decades of rule by Ahom Gana Parikhod in this constituency. How do you see that factor?
No, but it is no longer there. It is no longer there. There is a huge crack in the foundation of AGP in Bongaigaon. You have seen that the senior leaders, so many senior leaders from the party have already resigned and they have stood as a candidate. No? They have Soilen Sarkar is a senior leader and he has stood as a candidate, independent candidate. So AGP workers in the grassroots levels, they are with Soilen Sarkar. So there is a parallel split in the party, so to say. I no longer consider AGP as a threat because Soilen Sarkar enjoys the support of the grassroots workers. That is why at this moment the first position is for Congress. I will give. Second, Soilen Sarkar. Third is AGP. Yeah.
So are you getting some inside support from the split faction of the AGP?
No, that is I am getting support from the mass people. But AGP so.
And we also spoke to former AGP leader Soilen Sarkar, who is now in the fray from Bongaigaon as an independent candidate. Sarkar expressed confidence of his victory and is of the view that due to the AGP's recent actions, they will not win this time around.
We have with us independent candidate from Bongaigaon Assembly constituency, Mr. Soilen Sarkar. Apuni last moment to decide korle je apni AGP pra ulai ahibo aru independent khelibo. Ei decision to kiyo loga hol?
এইটো ডিচিশ্যন মোৰ নহয় আচলতে এইটো ৰাইজৰ ডিচিশ্যন কাৰণ যেতিয়া আমি দলৰ মাজত বিভাজন হৈ গ'ল তেওঁ মাননীয় সাংসদগৰাকীয়ে নিজৰ পত্নীক দিয়াৰ কাৰণে যিটো ৰচনা কৰিছিল তাৰপিছত সেইটো যেতিয়া লুক আউট হৈ গ'ল তাৰপিছত ৰাইজে ক'লে যে নাই এতিয়াতো পৰিয়ালকেন্দ্ৰিক হৈ গ'ল এতিয়া তেওঁৰ নিজৰ পত্নীক দিলে আকৌ ইমান দলৰ যথেষ্ট জানা শুনা যথেষ্ট ব্যক্তি আছিল কিন্তু সেইসকলকো নেওচি পেলাই তেওঁ নিজৰ পত্নীক দি দিলে আৰু তাৰপিছত ৰাইজে তেতিয়া এই গোটেই কাণ্ডকীৰ্তিবিলাকক ৰাইজে অসন্তুষ্ট হ'লে আৰু তেতিয়া ৰাইজে এতিয়া নিৰ্দলীয় প্ৰাৰ্থী হিচাপে মোৰ নামটো তেওঁ প্ৰস্তাৱ গ্ৰহণ কৰে আৰু কি
কিন্তু ধৰক বঙাইগাঁও যিটো সমষ্টি আছে এইটো 4 দশকৰ পৰা AGPৰ দখলত আছিলে ফণীভূষণ চৌধুৰীয়ে তেওঁ কনজিকিউটিভ 8 বাৰ MLA হৈছে তো আপুনি নালাগেনে যে তেওঁৰ প্ৰভাৱটো এতিয়াও হ'ব বা তেওঁৰ পত্নী সেইকাৰণে জিকিব
4 দশক ধৰি আমি সংগঠনটো চলাই জীয়াই ৰাখিছিলোঁ তেখেতে যে জয়ী হৈ আহিছিলে তাৰ অংশ আমাৰো আছিল আৰু সেই হিচাপে তেওঁ জয়ী হৈ আহিছিল কিন্তু এতিয়া গোটেই জিলাখনে তেওঁৰ এই যিটো পৰিয়ালকেন্দ্ৰিক কৰিলে তেওঁৰ পত্নীক দিলে প্ৰাৰ্থিত্ব আৰু তাৰ পিছত গোটেই দলটোৱে সমানে দুভাগ হৈ আহিল গতিকে এতিয়া যে তেওঁৰ পত্নী যে এতিয়া প্ৰাৰ্থী পোৱাৰ পিছত জয়ী হৈ আহিব 4 দশক কিয় আৰু বেছি দশক হ'লেও তেওঁ জীয়াই থাকিলেও তেওঁ জীয়াই এইবাৰ কিন্তু জয়ী হ'ব নোৱাৰিব
যিটো The battle for Bongaigaon Assembly constituency has become a prestige fight both for the Congress and the Ahom Gana Parikhad. But this battle has taken an interesting turn after there was a split in the Bongaigaon unit of the Ahom Gana Parikhad, and the former General Secretary of Bongaigaon AGP, Soilen Sarkar, decided to contest as an independent candidate, which was initially thought would be a two-pronged fight between the Congress and the AGP candidate is now seen as a three-pronged fight between the independent candidate Soilen Sarkar, AGP candidate Diptimoy Chaudhary, and Congress candidate Prosenjit Singha. Now it needs to be seen who will have the last laugh in this by-election from the Bongaigaon Assembly constituency, which was once a stronghold or a bastion for the Ahom Gana Parikhad, which ruled the constituency for 4 decades. Reporting from Bongaigaon with cameraperson Devojit Boro, this is Arindam Das for Northeast Live.
ভাবিছা যদি ভাবিছা নকহ যে ময়ো মিছা কোম্পানীৰে চাকৰি মোৰ নাই বেছি টকা পইচা বুকুৰে নাচিকায় থাকিবি জাগি ওৰে ৰাতি মনে মনে গৈ ওলাম হাতত লৈ জঙাই বাতি বহু যাদু নে তুমি ওচৰৰ জুখিব নোৱাৰো মুদুলি মুদুলি চৌপাশে ৰদালি
নিষ্টেলৰ সৈতে নে খেলা খেল
নহলে হ'ব স্বাস্থ্য ফেল
স্বাস্থ্যৰ সৈতে হেতালি নেখেলিব পতঞ্জলি ফিজিকেলি ৰিফাইন্ড ৰাইচ ব্ৰান তথা সয়াবিন তেল আনক আৰু সুস্বাস্থ্য পাওক
শ্যাম ষ্টীল ফ্লেক্সি ষ্ট্ৰং TMT বাৰ
য'ত কেৱল ষ্ট্ৰেংথে নহয় ফ্লেক্সিবিলিটিও আছে
যেতিয়া TMT ফ্লেক্সি ষ্ট্ৰং
তেতিয়া ঘৰ চিৰদিনৰ কাৰণে ষ্ট্ৰং
মোৰ ছাল যেন কবিতা কাৰণ ইয়াৰ চিৰসংগী ইটালিয়ান অলিভ অইল আৰু ভেষজৰ গুণেৰে সমৃদ্ধ জেক অলিভ অইল বডি অইল
কবিতাৰ দৰে চালে জগাই তোলে মনত নতুন সুৰ
অসম চৰকাৰৰ স্বাস্থ্য বিভাগ মেডিকেল এডুকেশ্যন
All right, moving on now. Youth leader and social activist Techi Rana has called for urgent adjustments to the upcoming Arunachal Pradesh Public Service Combined Competitive Examination or the APPS-CCE 2024, citing a scheduling conflict that could be a disadvantage to many aspirants. In a press conference today, Rana highlighted concerns on the overlapping of APPS-CCE preliminary exams set for December 15th, 2024 and semester examinations of various colleges affiliated with the Rajiv Gandhi University. He also pointed out discrepancies in the advertised vacancies for the posts of APPS, EG, DYSP, indicating confusion around the actual number of posts available. According to Rana, while the Personnel Department created 18 posts between 2022 and 2024, only 6 were requisitioned to APPSC by the Home Department. Additionally, Rana raised concerns over the need for a permanent residence certificate as a mandatory prerequisite for candidates appearing for the APPSC exams. In this regard, the youth activist has also submitted a formal representation to the APPSC chairman and secretary, requesting timely action on these issues to ensure a fair opportunity for all aspirants.
APPSC जो कंबाइंड सर्विस एग्जामिनेशन जो दिसंबर 15 को होना है, ये 3 साल के बाद में हो रहा है। तो इस पर्टिकुलर एग्जामिनेशन को लेके अरुणाचल के युवा में एस्पायरेंट्स में बहुत उत्सुकता है बहुत जी जान से मेहनत करके इस एग्जामिनेशन को देना चाह रहे हैं और इस बार आशा कर रहे हैं कि पहली बार एग्जामिनेशन जो है बिना कोई प्रॉब्लम्स का स्मूथली विदाउट एनी डिफ़िकल्टीज एग्जामिनेशन कंडक्ट होगा। लेकिन देखा गया कि APPSC का जो एग्जामिनेशन डेट है अनफॉर्चुनेटली जो हमारा RGU है राजीव गांधी यूनिवर्सिटी विच इज़ द लोन सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी इन द स्टेट, उसका एकेडमिक एग्जामिनेशन कैलेंडर के साथ में कोइंसाइड हो रहा है। मतलब ये हुआ कि RGU का स्टूडेंट्स जो है सेमेस्टर एग्जाम्स के बीच में रहेगा जब ये APPSC का एग्ज़ाम कंडक्ट हो रहा होगा। इसीलिए हम लोग का ये रिप्रेजेंटेशन में ये डिमांड था कि वहाँ में जो एग्जामिनेशंस है एग्जामिनेशंस को आप लोग इनडेफिनेटली पोस्टपोन नहीं करना है, लेकिन इसको एडुकेटली एडजस्ट कर देना है कि RGU के एग्जामिनेशंस पहले हो जाए। इट्स अ मैटर ऑफ 7-10 डेज, 5-10 दिन में ख़त्म हो जाएगा शायद से। उसके बाद में इस एग्जामिनेशन को कंडक्ट किया जाए, डेट को थोड़ा सा 5-10 दिन के लिए पोस्टपोन किया जाए ताकि सबको बराबर का मौका मिले। वैसे भी ये बच्चे सब जो है फाइनल स्टूडेंट्स जो है RGU के स्टूडेंट्स लोग जो है इन अपना एकेडमिक परस्यू करने के चक्कर में उनका प्रिपरेशन कितना हद तक हो पाएगा ये उनका अपना प्रॉब्लम है, लेकिन कम से कम इन लोग को एक लेवल प्लेइंग एक मौका तो मिले कि सही मायने में एक प्रिपरेशन करने।
Union Minister of State for External Affairs Pavitra Margarita today emphasized India's cordial relationships with its neighboring countries. Margarita underscored India's global outlook, describing the country as Vishwa Bandhu or friend of the world and aligning with the philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam or the world is one family. He expressed confidence that there should be no questions about India's relations with friendly nations as these relationships are based on mutual respect and collaboration. Responding to a query on the recent interaction between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping in Russia, Margarita deferred, noting it as an international matter already addressed by official ministry statements.
So it's a international issue, and definitely I will appreciate if our respected media will follow the statements reiterated by our ministry spokesperson. So there is nothing new to discover, nothing invented yet. So what is being reiterated by our ministry, that can be followed.
And on border hearts and trade relations with Bangladesh, he highlighted the robust nature of India's trade, commerce and people-to-people connections across borders. He remarked that these ties are not only maintained but are deepening over time.
We have cordial relation with each and every neighboring countries, and definitely the trade and commerce and people-to-people relation, bilateral collaboration are always there in a very strong way. We are maintaining that, and day by day is going. They are deeply strengthened. So obviously the relation is always good, always cordial with each and every countries, because we always consider us to be Biswabandhu. So with that motto we are marching forwards. There is nothing, I don't think that any new question should come regarding the relations between our friendly countries. We are Biswabandhu. Our motto is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
On to another big national focus now. At least 36 Air India flights today received fresh bomb threat messages as authorities are requesting cooperation from social media platforms to help fight the tide of hoax messages that have disrupted air travel nationwide. And this followed a similar incident on Monday when 7 flights to and from Kolkata were targeted with bomb threats via social media. Due to the increase in such threats, the National Investigation Agency has stepped up security measures nationwide. And in the past 2 weeks, over 400 hoax calls have been reported by security agencies, raising concerns about passenger safety and national security, as per media reports. The NIA's cyber wing is conducting a thorough analysis of these calls to determine their motives and authenticity. Additionally, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology issued an advisory to social media platforms last week. The ministry asked these platforms to promptly remove bomb threat posts, warning that they could be held liable for non-compliance. In light of these developments, the authorities continue to monitor the situation closely and take necessary measures to ensure public safety. And shifting focus now. Ayodhya is known for its Diwali celebrations, and this year is going to be even more special as the city is aiming to create a Guinness World Record with over 2.5 million diyas illuminating the ghats of Sarayu River. Over 30,000 volunteers from Awadh University and local non-profit organizations are actively engaged in the preparations. According to reports along Ram Ki Paidi, the diyas will be placed in all 55 ghats to create a surreal riverbank setting. Multiple volunteers are working day and night to make this possible. They are setting up 16 by 16 grids with 256 diyas per block. This will create a stunning pattern. This Diwali is also special because it marks the first celebration after the consecration ceremony of Ram Lalla in the newly constructed Ram Mandir. According to reports, the celebration is anticipated to draw thousands of pilgrims and tourists from across the world as the city, long known as the birthplace of Ram, prepares to commemorate their Lord's return to Ayodhya after 14 years of exile, decking each street up with the glow of 1,000 lamps and diyas. And Diwali, the Festival of Lights, is just a day away, and in Dibrugarh, the Fire and Emergency Services Department has put in all efforts to ensure a happy and bright and safe Diwali. Ripunjay Das brings us this exclusive report. Take a look.
Fire safety. This is an issue which becomes of top priority, particularly during the days of Diwali or Kali Puja, when there are in fact several instances take place of fire. And how to tackle this situation, there is the Fire and Emergency Service Department of Government of Assam. Now in Dibrugarh, we are seeing a drill being conducted so to ensure, since Diwali is only a couple of days from now, and this drill is being conducted to ensure that we can celebrate a safe, peaceful and Diwali with happiness without any kind of fire incident or any kind of incident which relates to fire services. Owing challenges to tackle various cases of fire, particularly in the high-rise buildings, the Dibrugarh fire station has now this kind of an equipment, ultra-modern equipment procured from Finland. And you can see that the firefighters here giving a demo in case there is a fire incident in a high-rise building. And the term for high-rise is denoted by any building which is above 15 meters of height as per Assam government bylaws. We have the in charge of this fire station with us. We'd like to know more on this issue. ये equipment जो है या वो विदेश से लाए हैं, इसके द्वारा आप लोगों को कितना सुविधा होगा?
हम लोगों के लिए बहुत सुविधा है ये, क्योंकि ये डिब्रूगढ़ अभी बिल्डिंग बनना शुरू हो रहा है, तो हाई राइज बिल्डिंग यहाँ पर अभी ज़्यादातर हाई राइज बिल्डिंग ही बन रहा है। तो जब हाई राइज बिल्डिंग के एरिया में कोई भी डिजास्टर होता है, जो फायर हो या अर्थक्वेक हो या कुछ इंसिडेंट हो, अगर आदमी लोग फंसता है, उसको बाहर आ नहीं पा रहा है, तो हम लोग के आदमी जाके हम लोग रेस्ट.
And on that note, I'll leave you with the top trending stories from across the globe in our Trending Now. Stay safe and keep watching Northeast Live. Stay tuned.
A video showed a woman running to a Delhi metro station as she boarded and deboarded a metro, only to reveal the real climax, a cheating boyfriend. However, the drama did not stop at the cheating scandal, as the woman then proceeded to faint at the metro station stairs as the third woman took her man away. A video of a cute pet dog jamming with a street saxophone performer at a park was shared on social media, which quickly went viral on the internet. It seems like this adorable pet, who seemed to be out on a regular work, ended up acing a mini concert instead. The human artist was playing a saxophone in front of a mic, while the canine was accompanying its partner with a well-tuned howl. A 14-year-old Bangladesh boy has survived after he was filmed being run over by a train. The teen, later identified as Likhan, was standing close to a railway track for a TikTok video when the train hit from behind near Singimari railway bridge in Rangpur. Footage from now viral incident shows a group of 5